Hi, this is Crypt Kicker from Chateau GRRR. I'm here with the director of Sleepaway Camp and Return to Sleepaway Camp, director Robert Hiltzik. And the campers in Sleepaway Camp at Camp Arawak, they're pretty mature. I mean, not only in language, but also Ricky's a tough kid. He doesn't take any guff from anybody. Was that similar to you as a child?
Similar to me? I guess there were some similarities. I don't think I was the Ricky character. But yeah, Sleepaway Camp is a very interesting environment. You have very young kids that for the first time they have no adult supervision in their lives. So they pretty much form their own community. And they act very independently now that the adult supervision is gone.
There definitely was, of course, a little bit more innocence, or maybe we like to look back and say there was more innocence at the time, but working with a group of children then, and then coming back to filmmaking where you're working with a large group of children in Return to Sleepaway Camp, was there a notable difference in working with the kids?
Yeah, the kids they're more worldly because, 25 years later, they're exposed to much more reality growing up at a young age than they were back in the 80s.
You actually went to camp as a child, and that experience helped shape Sleepaway Camp. Is that
Absolutely.
Correct?
I definitely garnered some of the story from my camp experiences.
There was a huge range of ages there, from the very little kids who were throwing sand to the high school age kids. Or maybe even a little beyond. Was that also true for your childhood when you went to camp?
It ranges probably from, you have 6-year-olds going to sleepaway camp. And then, the counselors are usually college age. The waiters are 15, 16, 17, and everything in between.
When you were directing just a camp full of young kids, was that a challenge? To actually direct those kids, keep them in order, to get them to act the way you needed them to act?
Well, as the producer of the film, directing them, they did very well. Producing, you're part den mother, part babysitter, part guidance counselor.
And since that time, you went to law school. You're in the legal profession now.
Yes, I am.
Comparing your life as a filmmaker then, in the early 80s, and now, in this new millennium we're in, and your life in the legal profession, what do you get out of each that you don't get out of the other?
Well, as an attorney, I see horror every day. So, in that respect, it's very similar. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I love filmmaking. It's something that, I feel very natural in. And I enjoy being an attorney as well.
Yeah.
But they're different. They're definitely different.
Mike Cullen, was he able to see the film when it was finished?
No, I don't think he ever did. I think he passed before it was done. Oh, unfortunately.
That's too bad. But he was probably the biggest name on the film.
Yes, he was. And his agent told him not to do it. And he wasn't going to do it. And then Michelle tracked him down where he was living, my producer, and she got him to do it.
Michelle's your wife?
Yes.
And she was producer of both films? Is that correct?
She was. Yes.
Okay. And she's been a huge help, obviously. You guys are a great team.
She is a tremendous film producer. She really is. I mean, producing a film is like running a city for, a couple of months. There's a lot of moving parts, and she really kept everything together. As a producer-director, I'm making deals, I'm trying to coordinate, and she allowed me, when we were shooting, to focus on the directing, and I really didn't worry about anything else because she was in control of all that.
That's terrific.
And it was a great relief for me.
With your return to Sleepaway Camp, what was that like? For one person to come up with the idea of, I'm going to make a movie, I'm going to be crazy for several months, my life is going to be chaos. What's that like when you're a couple?
Oh, she was even more invaluable in return, because there were many issues, many things that happened that needed to be addressed, and she really kept everything running as smoothly as possible under very difficult circumstances. I mean, what she accomplished in return to Sleepaway Camp was tremendous, given the very difficult conditions.
Yeah, you were up against a lot of odds on that one.
A lot of things came up, including natural disasters.
Really?
We lost power a few times, bad storms. We even had snow at one point. We had hail, we had rain, we had snow, and among other things. But she kept it all together.
Terrific. I could keep going all night. I know you guys have been here quite a while. You've had a ton of fans. It's been great to see. You've made so many people happy.
I'm glad.
And
without the fans, we have nothing.
And they love you being here. So thank you so much. Anything you can tell folks? Anything in the future, maybe?
I just want to thank everybody. I'm gratified that everybody showed up. I appreciate it. And look forward to entertaining them some more.